This is Stephen Craig, coming to you live from Tyler, Texas. Recently, I have traveled to Illinois to watch the debate of Stephen Douglas versus Abraham Lincoln for Illinois Senate. When I arrived at Illinois, it was Stephen Douglas's turn to speak. While he was speaking, he talked about how our founding fathers put in place the power of free states versus slave states, and that if Lincoln was elected Senate, he would ruin what the founding fathers put in place for us. While Stephen Douglas does not believe African Americans should be free, he understands that some people and some states want African Americans to have all rights. Each state should have the right to decide whether or not they want to be a free state or a slave state by popular sovereignty. The states should not be going into a war over the issue of slavery, and if Lincoln was elected Senate, he would make the issue worse than it already is. When Stephen Douglas was finished with his speech, I remember him saying that African Americans were our inferiors. So I asked Stephen Douglas, how would you say that African Americans are our inferiors? He said that he believed that African Americans are more uncivilized than white people, and therefore should have less rights than white people. This debate will determine whether or not Stephen Douglas will be elected Senate. If Stephen Douglas is elected Senate, then he will continue providing the right of states to decide whether or not they want to be a free state or a slave state. But if Stephen Douglas is not elected Senate and it goes to Abraham Lincoln, the states may be doomed to be free whether they like it or not. This is Stephen Craig from TedDBear News signing out.